You know, there are still some people who think this virus is not that big of a deal and that all these precautions are just annoying. If you feel that way, there are a lot of people out there that want you to know why your help matters to them.
My grandmother had a lung transplant about a year ago.
My mom had a stroke.
My son, Blake, he lives with Down syndrome.
And my mom, she was recently diagnosed with a brain tumor.
Our son Eli, who just turned 9 years old last week, was diagnosed with leukemia a couple of years ago.
Blake just lights up a room whenever he comes in.
I love my grandmother because she's always been there for me, even through hard times.
She's funny, she's sassy, she's loving.
Even through those hard times, she was always a ray of sunshine, you know?
He brightens our day.
We love Eli because he's extremely kind.
We'd be on a budget and she'd always say you can choose one thing and just make sure that it's something that you really need and not just want.
He wants to understand the world, and he can't wait to grow up and make it a better place.
And then there was one day we went and she said, okay, I'm gonna let you pick out one thing, but it's not gonna be what you need, it's gonna be what you want. And I'll just never forget that.
And one thing about my mom that I love very much is her compassion toward others.
And he's funny.
You know, he walked up to Susan randomly out of nowhere and said, "Mama, if I ever were to lose a finger, I'm gonna need you to be there for me to push the buttons on the elevator."
Whenever he hears the garage door open or something, he goes and hides in the house.
She would always cook and for people, and I do that all the time.
That's amazing to come home to every day.
I just have all the reasons in the world. They're some of the only people in my lives, you know?
He brings a lot of joy.
My mom's the other piece of my heart.
Yeah, Eli's our only son.
There's never gonna be another one of her, and that's for sure.
She gave me life and did everything possible for us, and it's my turn to make sure I do everything possible for her, to protect her.
We've encountered his loss of health, his loss of hair. We've lost certain components of his childhood. We don't want to lose him.
And I can't imagine living on an earth where Blake doesn't exist.
Yes, for some people, making sacrifices may seem like a drastic measure, but for the loved ones of those at risk, it's a whole lot easier for us to live for them than it ever is to live without them.